Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So, before we get into this video, I just want to thank everybody, all my subscribers, for following me, for commenting on every video, all the views, everything. I'm trying to get my watch hours up, so yeah. And before we get into this video a little bit more deeper, make sure y'all subscribe to this video so when I drop a new video, you guys will know. So subscribe to my channel so you guys will know when I drop a new video. So this is going to be a little different. I'm just going to talk to you guys about a certain subject. So it's kind of like relationship talk in a way, and like how to grow, being healthy. I don't know. I kind of want to start a conversation on my channel about this because I feel like a lot of women may struggle with what I'm kind of struggling right now. So the topic, like I said, is kind of about relationships and things like that. So as you guys may know, just like when I first started my channel, I was with my child's father. And we departed late last year. And now I live by myself with my kids and things like that. And I told myself, like, once I got kind of out of that relationship, that I was going to kind of take my time when it comes to at first I was like, I'm not talking to nobody. I'm not dealing with nobody. Basically, baby, your girl was traumatized. I'm not going to say was traumatized, is traumatized. And what I mean by that is just bad habits that I seen and that I dealt with that I don't want to deal with nobody or never again. So, and this is not to downplay or talk ish on my child's father, because no matter what, he's always going to be my child's father. And at one point in time, there was a strong relationship, love there. But every relationship teaches you something. And I feel like that relationship kind of taught me I can be, kind of set in my ways. I am very dominant and I don't put up with no shit. First and foremost, I don't. And I just I give my all when I really love somebody. So when it's not reciprocated, I'm like, you can't stay along with that. And that was that. But as I'm venturing off into my own kind of space and with me and my kids and schedule and things like that, I'm trying to find time to kind of open back up to possibly dating. And I kind of was in that realm, but I think most recently, I think I've always been this way where, not really. I don't think I've always been this way where me as a person, I've always not been a very affectionate person. That's not my love language. Affection is physical touch is not my love language. It's not that I don't love it or enjoy it. It's just not my first love language. My first love language is acts of service. If you could do something for me and take something off of my plate, one less thing off my plate, that is amazing. That speaks to my heart, my soul. When I can when I don't have to tell you to do something, if I need it done, you just do it. That's everything to me. And I think most recently, I got this feeling of not wanting to be share space all the time with another person. And at first I was like, okay, it's healthy. It's healthy to have space with somebody. But then it was when you're in a committed relationship or when you're married per se, I've never been married, but this is a given. When you're married, you kind of have to share you have to share your space with that person 24/7. There's times where you have to go to work, You may do your own things, like with your friends or family, like whatever. But just even that, with me having my separate life, I think sharing a space with another person, I don't think I'm personally ready for that. Like to share it 24/7. I'm talking about like, besides going to work, it's just like you guys are cohabitating together. And I don't think I like that, you guys. And that is a hard pill to swallow. And that is just me being completely honest with myself. Like, I wonder, am I the only person that is like facing this? Or have you guys ever like noticed this about yourself? Like, you don't like to share your space. Like, you kind of, for me, how a way I put it is like, I love my solidarity. And with me being with my child's father for 5 years, I learned to love my space and the space that I'm in, and how to keep my space, how I want my space, how I want my house to look, how things are put in my house, and just my personal space. And I think when we were growing up, we're taught a lot, like, don't isolate yourself. Don't, like, Zoom, like, kind of don't put people out, like, let people in. And I think honestly it's a healthy thing that sometimes you go off the grid. Sometimes you have to be by yourself. Sometimes you have to like be by yourself, isolate yourself, come together, regroup, and be okay, like be fine. And I know when you're in relationships, like, yeah, you can go on girls trips, you can go on that, but like for me, I'm like, I would rather for, like, ideally for me, and I know it's not real, but like if I ever get married, like I would love for us to have our own houses. And everybody think I'm like super crazy, but if y'all ever watch, and the reason why I've always felt this way, but it's so crazy because lately, it was like the last like 2 years, y'all know the mom that plays on Moesha, y'all know the mom that plays like her stepmom D, her and her husband, literally, I think that's her, right? Yes. Her and her husband are married, and they don't live together, y'all. They don't. And on top of that, they live in different states. Okay, now states is crazy, but living in different houses, I don't think that's crazy. Like, I love my space, and that's exactly, she did an interview one time, and she's like, I love my space, and it gives us time to like miss each other. We still date. You keep the spice. You could be like, oh, I'm sleeping in my boo's house tonight, and he's sleeping here. And then, but then again, they are older, so they both have grown kids. They both have like lived their life, like been out. And it's not even for me, it's not like living my life and I want to do this and I want to do that. I just love my space, you guys. And I feel like, I fear that it's like, dang, will I be ready for a marriage where I want somebody in my space 24/7? And I've asked my friends this. I've talked to grown men that are married, because I do believe that you have to surround yourself with people that are either in a space where you want to be, or kind of like that's their goal, kind of. But I would rather talk to like married couples. Like my best friend, she's been married for like over, I think like 5 years now. And like, obviously she wouldn't have it no other type of way but to live with her husband. Like, and I think a lot of people that I talk to is like, when you know or you have that person, you'll know. Because it's like, you don't want to be away from them. You don't want to, like, it sucks like going to work. It sucks like, just being apart from them. And I feel like I've had that a little bit, but then it's like, no. Like now I'm just like, eh. Like, I don't know, you guys. I just feel like, I don't know. I hope I'm not stuck in this forever where I feel this way. And it sucks, y'all. It sucks because being in this space, sometimes you kind of like will push people out that wants to be close to you, but you kind of push them out because it's all about like a space thing and how you feel and what's your comfortability. So I feel like that's where I'm at right now. I'm kind of like pushing people out because I like my space. I like my solidarity. Like, I really love being at home by myself, like in my own space by myself. Or even like at home and it's just me and the kids just chilling. But to share and be cohabitating with a full ass adult, another person, is just not it for me. And I feel like that's just the stage that I'm in right now. I feel like if I was to like date, I have to like really take my time. Like I have to really take my time and like actually date. Like, yeah, we can. And I feel like space is healthy. Space is definitely healthy. I feel like let's date. Maybe you stay the night at my place for like a day or two. I stay the night at your place for like a day or two, and then we just kind of do our own thing in between some days. Like, I feel like that's ideal for me. That's my expectation, and that's what I want. And that may not be everybody's cup of tea right now. That is fine. But guess what? There's always somebody out there for somebody. Like, somebody has somebody for them. Like, one day, everybody is going to find, or hopefully find their match. There is a perfect match for you out there. So if you have a person, I feel like if you have a person, maybe like how if I'm busy or I need my space, and like maybe my future mate is like super busy or have a demanding job, I feel like that might be perfect for me right now. But maybe in the future, and if it changes, it changes. But I don't know. But I always wanted to say, like, have you guys experienced this, or do you feel like this, or do you feel like you could be in a relationship or be married and y'all live separately? Like, how does that work? Even for married couples, I would love to ask, like, how do you guys, and I know everybody's dynamic is not going to work for everybody, but for your in particular situation, like, how does your dynamic work? Like, even if you're in a relationship, are you like, oh my God, I can't stay away from this person? Or is it just like, yeah, I be needing my space, but it's just like when I do have my space, I have my space and it's okay. Or like I take my space by being in another room in the house. Or I take my space as, going on a trip for a week. Maybe I'm luxury enough and rich enough where I could do that. I could take my space and go on a trip for a little bit or something like that. Because some people could do that. Me, I'm not fortunate enough to just be like, oh, I could pick up and go. I got 2 young kids. I can't just pick up and go. But yeah, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. I would love to hear you guys' opinion. But I just wanted to come on here and be transparent and just get you guys thoughts. Because I'm stuck. I'm clueless. I don't know. Help a sister out. What y'all think? Okay? Make sure y'all comment, subscribe, share everything. Make sure y'all show love on them comments. Because I really want to know. So let us just know. All right, thanks. Bye.